You gotta like Middle Eastern women though.
That's the thing.
But Armenian is like, I feel like more Middle Eastern, and Albanian is more. They're Middle Eastern, but they're more like
Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, like they got more European in them.
I just don't like this lady.
This the one I said her face was bothering me.
Yes, we did say
So what
that.
work did she get done? Because
Nothing.
Because if she looked like that after,
well, she said liposuction.
No,
Amy Schumer.
We talked about her last time.
Amy Dumore.
Chrissy Teigen.
I'm sorry.
Are we looking at before pictures?
No.
This is an after picture.
She always looks.
Wait, so what year is this?
She always looked like a Lego
What year has this article came out? Because that definitely has to be a before. That's a before picture of Amy Schumer for sure.
And injectables. Well, you in Hollywood, everybody's got injectables.
All right, we gotta go on the flip side. Instead of money well spent,
I don't
See,
like
all the ones.
I don't like this thing right here when they do that.
That cheek shit.
That's when they get rid of that fat pad.
That baboon shit.
Buckle fat.
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Oh, Katy Perry. That is money well.
I don't know. Katy Perry and what Lady Gaga.
Tyra? Not
Bro,
Tyra.
those two white women, those my girls.
What did Tyra get done? That's it?
And I think like a long time ago.
A nose could break you.
I think if I have to say you have
a nose could break you.
Money well spent, I have to notice what you did.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, Cardi got it.
No. I was saying, not to say she's not, but like just naturally.
She was naturally. Cindy Crawford was naturally pretty. I don't know why. Whatever. What do I know?
No, she was.
What?
We looking at pretty ladies.
All the pretty ladies. All the pretty ladies.
Did you see
What about Bad Jobs?
Beyonce speaking Spanish, singing in Spanish?
Yeah, there's a song she did with
I meant to
Shakira?
send this to you, and it was hilarious.
Nicole
like that.
Kidman is.
Courtney, what did she get done? I don't.
So she looks more like Kim right here, but when she was younger, I think she looked more
Peruvian.
European, like her mom. Yeah. Money.
Kylie's a different person.
Is that Iggy?
Money well spent. Iggy boy, she done came to America.
Iggy got them things on her, though.
He got a whole new body, face.
That's fine. Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like she a whole new person.
Yeah, she
Iggy
walks
Azalea.
heavy, though. Like, you watch that thing move.
Who is that? Wait, go up. Who's that? Oh, I don't know who she is. That's Jessica Simpson.
This is all money.
Jessica Simpson looks crazy right there.
I was about to say she looks bad.
But you know she had gained a lot of weight. I think like something that happened. She had gained a lot of weight.
Oh my God, go up to Monica. What did she do? Hold on, Monica.
What's a Katie?
Oh, when she got it out, she took it out. Courtney Cox. That was her name on Friends.
Oh, they called her.
Look for Monica.
Oh.
Me too.
Christy Brinkley looks amazing. Amazing.
Wait. Can you scroll back
Ooh,
up?
Ashley Tisdale.
Can you scroll back
She
up
got
to
the
the second
cheeks.
to that lady? See, you could tell by the neck. Look at that neck. I don't care.
No, she's 60 something. Like
Chrissy Brinkley.
Her
like,
nose looks like she
neck
can't breathe.
is
I actually don't know who that is.
get that-
Ashley Tisdale from
that
High School
gobbler
Musical.
fixed.
Name. But
Oh, and Phoebe.
No.
she looked the same
She
though.
looked like a Philadelphia Eagle.
Yeah. Some type of.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That
But Jamie Lee Curtis looked good.
That is my comfort show.
I'm surprised she got something done. What did she get done? I feel like she looked the same all her life.
That's
that's
probably it.
It said a little lipo. What would Jamie Lee Curtis need to get lipo for?
Because they be having off seasons.
Yeah.
And she's probably in her 70s. Look,
She just looks like a Gemini.
she's not 90, but she probably like late 70s
Why do you keep
or
saying
early 80s.
She don't look like a Gemini?
Why would
Yeah.
she look like a Gemini?
Yo, because that's an outfit a Gemini
What do
would
they
wear.
do with this so they can't
That's so
blink?
stupid for you to say.
I'm trying to tell you, I know her.
They cut the
Kelly,
eyelids.
what did she get done?
Her boobs.
Breast.
I feel like breast shouldn't be on here.
Why?
Like
Because it's not real.
Like
every
face-
girl's
I
got a
wanna see,
breast
like,
job.
the face is like more like.
Wait, go back to Reba. Oh, is that Reba? No.
No.
Who's that? She looks nuts.
I thought that was Reba down there. Oh.
Jane Fonda?
She looked totally different.
She's still alive? Jane, you know who Jane Fonda is?
yeah.
That's
So what about Botox?
See,
all of these
Is
white
that like
people
a
do
cheat code?
Botox.
They say, but once you get it, you got to continue to do it though. Once you do it,
This
once.
shit go like this and like this.
And that's why they face keep looking more plastic and like her face looks like plastic right now.
Well, that's probably fillers or cheek implants.
And first, that has to be a before picture of Anna Faris because
that's Courtney Love.
No, the one above.
Oh,
Anna Faris does not look like this right now. She looks as plastic as ever.
really?
Yes.
This is all Hollywood shit though. So like things you got to do. You think it's gonna be like that when they move to Jersey? People are gonna have to start getting more surgeries.
Imagine if they had the Instagram models on here. Should be like 10,255,000.
We gonna see all the plastic surgery ads on
of
Instagram.
all of the Instagram influencers who got the shit done.
I mean,
Like I'm here with Dr. Shulman, and let me tell you guys, come to him.
They hit me in the DMs most of the times. They're like, "Oh, you want to get some Botox? You want to do this?" I'm like, "No, I don't."
Oh, like the actual people who doing it.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you want to go to Colombia get your teeth done?" I was like, "What's wrong with my teeth?"
Let me see.
They hit you with a crossbody. His teeth was like Rue. Yo, wait a minute. No, Rue was laying on the ground the other day, and I was just bothering her.
Yo.
And I was looking at her from the side. Y'all remember Coneheads?
Yes, yes.
She had 4 rows of teeth. I was like, I had to go call Dad. I was like, come look at this.
Like her shit was stacked.
It was like here, and it's like they wouldn't stop.
Oh,
Great movie, huh? Remember he was chewing that condom?
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
You remember Harry and the Hendersons?
No.
I remember the name,
Ma'am,
but
I don't need you to say no. I'm talking to her. Do you remember Harry and the Hendersons?
I remember the name, but I don't necessarily remember the show.
It was they were doing nothing.
He said, "I'm gonna say what?"
Everybody got They used to have everybody had a station wagon. And
May this love never find me.
I look good.
That's Rigo.
Tonight we are here
To celebrate me.
to celebrate us,
Oh,
and I look good. Yeah, all right. Long story short,
I was like, she's just waiting.
we appreciate everyone that came out tonight. We appreciate you guys for allowing this union to be here, and we love everyone in here. Sean, I've known you for 30 years. I love you, bro.
What?
Badu, known you for 30 years too. I'm half Haitian because of you. All right.
no Diddy.
I love you too.
I see.
I got a bunch of other boys in here. I love y'all like brothers. All right. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, great, thank you. Thank you, every single person, for coming. We really, really appreciate it. Anyone who's planned a wedding knows how easy it is.
Never had a microphone before.
And I want to thank all of you guys for RSVPing so early, because that didn't piss me off. And I want to thank all of you guys for actually showing up, because showing up is really something that's really important to me. So I really appreciate all of you guys for showing up. Everyone who's in here is somebody that we really love. So we really.
Son, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, no, he was probably drunk.
And they look like they've been fighting already. He was through.
It's the end of the wedding. They exhausted.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you know when I get married that everything is going to be edibles. So don't think you're getting a Jamaican rum cake without no shit in it.
Wait, so you're actually getting married?
My cousin did that.
When I get married?
You just said when I get married.
At my
So
wedding.
I said you're actually getting married?
Like I ain't planning it, but I'm saying like just if there's going to be some.
You got something to tell
I
us?
almost put my little ring on today to do the little test to see if anybody would notice in the comments. Like, oh, he got a ring. He must be got married. I want to see that, but I ain't do it. But anyway, everything's gonna be edibles.
Then you just told on yourself,
my
so now
wedding.
you can't do it now.
I can do it.
My
whenever I
cousins,
want.
Okay.
my cousins, not my cousin, my husband's cousin did that at her wedding.
Yeah, everything's gonna be edibles.
Yeah, they had like everything was in like infused or
Yeah.
Niggas
So you
was
were
high.
warned. I don't care about your drug test at work. Sorry. So you're gonna
better eat that bag of Doritos in the car.
something because everything's gonna have edibles in it and CBD and THC.
That's dope.
I'm just letting you know now.
Thanks.
And if you want to kick, good kick, you drop off a bag of edibles to the church.
What?
I have zero clue.
Anyway.
Is my boyfriend addicted to porn or am I overreacting?
She's a hoe.
Of course.
Guys, we don't even need to read today's prompt. You know why?
We already know what their reaction is going to be.
There's about to be some whole shit underneath.
We already know this girl that wrote in on whatever she needs advice on. She's a hoe. We already know.
Does she know though?
She doesn't. That's why she's asking us.
Sorry about that.
I'll let y'all tell it, but I'll read for the, for our viewers what the situation is, but I'll let y'all tell it.
This is about to be called the Hoes Ask Amanda.
Is my boyfriend addicted to porn or am I overreacting? I'm 26 and my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. I've known him since high school. We reconnected a few years ago and started dating. 6 months ago, we moved in together, which felt like the natural next step, and I was really happy. For the most part, I think we have a great sex life. We talk to each other about what we like and what we don't like when it comes to sex. We're pretty open and transparent with each other, but recently I discovered that he watches a lot of porn. At least it feels like a lot to me. He watches it about 3 to 4 times a week and masturbates afterwards. I only found out because I'm an early riser and one night I got up to get water and walked in on him. They're not sleeping in the same room?
Well, he was doing it then.
Okay. He was embarrassed and I didn't know how to react. When we talked, he explained everything. He said he doesn't watch anything crazy, just girl on girl or guy girl porn. But I can't stop thinking about it. We have sex 3 to 5 times a week, which I thought was pretty normal given that we both work and I have active social lives. Now I'm constantly questioning, is he unsatisfied with our sex life? Do we have mismatched sex drives? Am I overthinking this? I love him and see a future with him, but I'm struggling with thoughts of whether he's some kind of sexual deviant. Wow. Is it normal for a grown man to watch this much porn, or is something else going on? You know what I think, y'all?
She ain't a hoe. This is what the ain't hoes think.
I think he's a hoe.
He's a hoe.
He's a hoe.
Ho! That's the problem.
What y'all? I'm waiting for y'all to throw it in.
He's a hoe.
Whoa. Watch your words.
Maybe her box is trash.
Oh shit.
Maybe that's the case, and like he's got to go to the bathroom and masturbate because she's not doing the thing. And some people are in relationships where you can't tell your partner that their box is trash. So
I mean, she said she felt like they had open relationship. They talk about what they do and don't like sexually.
Yeah, but sometimes I ain't trying to have to worry about you coming too. I just want to get my rocks off and chill out. I want to get this shit done, over with. I got a little shit that if I come over here and I'm like, yo, I can't speak for every guy, but I'm going to assume every guy is similar when I say, if we decide to watch porn and masturbate, it ain't going to be that long, right? We're going to get the job done. Now, if I have sex with you, but I'm not in the mood to go ahead and have to do all this extra shit, and I just want to be selfish. Yeah, well, not just foreplay. I have to be considerate. I have to make sure if I get you aroused that you come too. Sometimes I don't want to have to go through this, 17-minute saga. I just want to do 3 minutes.
Saga.
And once I get this done, I'm about to chill out, probably wash my hands, watch a movie, and act like nothing ever happened.
Okay, in the case that maybe he is a 3-rounder and she's just a 1-rounder, I really don't think that would be ideal in this situation, only because if they talk about things that they like or don't like, I would assume that he would mention like, hey, babe, let's go for another round. And if she felt like, okay, well, I don't want to, or I know that this is something that he usually asks for that I know I'm not giving him, I think that she would be more understanding of, knowing that he watches porn as often as he does. But that wasn't the case. She was caught completely off guard. And if you do want more rounds, why are you not asking your girl for more rounds? Why are you watching?
That's crazy.
Because what you're saying to me, reiterating that fact, is all right, I got the pussy already. And I'm still horny, so I'm just going to play with myself now instead of going for another
Pamela.
Going for another round with my girl.
You know, a lot of people feel like masturbating, whether you're a girl or a guy in a relationship, is like a low grade way of cheating. It's like if I catch you masturbating, I get upset that you didn't ask me to have sex, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. That she caught him masturbating and now she's upset that instead of asking to have sex with her, he rather just masturbate, right? Which could be numerous different reasons. But there's men, I ain't gonna lie, if I walked in on my girl with a dildo fucking herself, I'm gonna have some questions too. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, shit, was she not good enough? You know what I'm saying? Or do I not have as much of a sexual drive as you? You know what I'm saying? So if you catch them, you're gonna ask some questions. So I think she's just asking questions, but I don't think that she understands that. I think that a lot of times men, like I'm assuming, men that masturbate this often, this consistently, it's not about the pussy. Like he just want to get a nut out.
He's in his 20s too.
Yeah, like he just want to get a nut out. Like
I think it's just also routine for him.
So a relationship?
Yeah, he has a relationship with porn. A relationship that he doesn't really want to let go of.
There are porn addictions. That is definitely something that is happening a lot right now. So that could be it.
I think the question here is really like whether they can have a real open conversation and she can ask the question, he can just say why. Like either like it's like, does she not believe whatever it is he told her? You know, and if that's the case, why doesn't she believe him?
She was being nosy, first of all, being in the computer and then sneaking up on him when he was in the bathroom.
She said she went to go get some water and walk back.
So he when she went to get some water, he's real quick. He was in the other room, right? I thought he was in the other room. That's what I thought.
She fake went to get water. She been knowing that this nigga's been out.
See, hold on, you guys are doing it again. Right now.
I didn't even.
You're saying hoe,
yet.
but you're putting assumptions on her to make her seem like the bad guy. Hold on, no.
Shouldn't have been nosy.
You're saying she was being nosy. She was sneaking up on him, but no, that wasn't the case. She stated that she woke up to do whatever she said. Water, pee, whatever the fuck she said. I immediately said, "Wait, they don't sleep in the same bed." So I'm assuming that if she woke up in the middle of the night and her nigga's not next to her, she want to go look for him. Where's Babe? He's probably in the living room. Let me go check. Babe, you in the living room? Oh.
The fuck out of here. Scram.
Beat it.
Yeah.
We're about to get in a relationship and now you tapping out after one round and I'm still here.
Welcome.
It's kind of crazy that you came to me knowing what I was going to do to you. And like now you want to tap out? Like
what?
Wake up.
It's Thursday night, man. Tired.
Fight back.
Nah, I mean, it's crazy because you could have stayed with your ex for that bullshit.
What?
You came to me,
bro.
That's really your response.
You really be like sometimes Rome is like right here, and it's like okay, we here with you, blah blah, and then goes. Shh.
You should.
Why like
you couldn't with your ex tonight?
What?
No,
you ain't like that dick anyways.
I'm not saying tonight, but you came for a new experience. You came for the Romeo experience. I've given you half of the Romeo experience. Now wake up and get the other half of the Romeo experience.
Okay, so complete opposite of a hoe.
I'll mash your head in the pillow for talking shit to me like that.
I'm gonna talk shit.
If you even mentioned I could have stayed with my ex for all that, I was never talking to you again.
Nah, I mean, maybe I don't want you to talk to me again.
Yeah, that had to be why you said that. Don't call this phone no more.
Nah. I mean, I'm
You still gonna call back?
I'm also a wild cowboy, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. But me personally, I think that, especially in the beginning, how are you tapping out? Like, save that for like 3 months down the line where we know each other or something.
Like 6 a year.
A year?
Yeah.
No, if it's a year, you tricked me.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Manipulation.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a year, you tricked me. You've been
Wow,
taking
the
this for
rules
11
on
months
sex.
and 29 cents. It's 29 days, and now you pull out this year shit, and now you're like sleepy. Nah, get up.
That's usually how it be though.
I don't like that.
That's how it
So
be
in
though.
the honeymoon phase, you cannot be sleepy.
He
Good
said,
Good to know. Write it down, ladies.
That's the difference. Are they working or are they taking? Because it's crazy how y'all want like 4 or 5 rounds while taking. But if you're actually doing work,
nigga, I'm sweating. Like I'm tired.
if I'm on my deathbed right now,
Yo,
on round 4,
My
and like,
core is getting tight. Like
oh, I'm having a leg spasm, and you,
yeah, I'm cramping up.
You guys are
Like
so
you got 4
ungrateful.
and I
Do
have
you guys
one.
We're
know
ungrateful?
what lockjaw is? Like,
lockjaw.
Lockjaw? That's what you claiming, lockjaw?
I mean, not
Aaron said, I ain't gonna help
not
you with
me
that,
personally.
sis.
I mean,
No.
but I was about to say, like,
Who? I mean, well, that's usual, but then you should have got it with a smaller person that isn't going to make yourself swollen.
You should have stayed with your ex for all that.
I'm saying with your ex. You came to the Kang.
The gift of the gab.
I'm over this. I'm over this.
Listen to me.
Girl, you good? You got that advice?
Right.
Like,
We're done. We're done.
I'm just saying, it's
So should she feel offended?
no, she
Or
should mind
should
her business and stop overthinking.
I feel like
He was in the other room. Golly, he can't get no privacy. Jesus Christ.
I'm be honest. It's way more
Chasing
important
niggas.
stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
exactly. There's more things to work, and I think you lied about the open communication. I think you should really. I think you
About
should
time you started.
ask that man what
Probably
the
lied
deal
about being a
is.
hoe.
That is what it
Maybe
is.
You know she
That is.
Yeah, she wasn't a hoe enough.
No, she's a retired hoe now. That's why her shit went down.
Shut up.
Basically.
She used to be
She
outside.
tried to settle down at 26. Come on now.
Anyway, next.
When you're raising especially a boy,
Oh, I seen this
I came
shit.
from a household where it was just a mom. I had my grandfather and I had my pops, but there was no man in the household. I started arguing with females once I started to go through things. It got physical orders. You know why? Because I was an emotional boy. I didn't have nobody in the household to say, okay, look, this is not how you go about it. Go to the gym. I had to learn this from YouTube.
music.
Hold on, let me
The
finish.
music.
I had to read books, go on YouTube, do these different avenues I had to learn. Yes, grandpa telling me certain things, pops telling me certain things. But when you have a man in a household, the chances of that boy that's becoming a man to grow up emotional, 80% of the people that's in jail came from single household mothers. Meaning this, if I'm in a club and a nigga step on my sneakers, yo bro, what's up bro, what you doing? Now guess what, somebody died, somebody going to jail. You know why? Because that boy wasn't raised in a household with men. That's the problem in society, because females with the mindset that I don't need a man. That's the reason why we have females in this generation that's having kids that I don't need a man. Now they growing up without fathers. Now y'all raising emotional ass boys.
That's not everybody's situation. Right? When you get that's not everybody's situation.
Why is there so many women talking?
The music is so
I know.
Yo.
Hella
It sounds
dramatic.
like that what's it? Heart of an Angel.
Oh,
In the eyes. Oh yeah. What's it? Oh, Sarah McLachlan.
that's when they do the
dogs?
Dogs.
Yeah. That's what it reminded me
The
of.
dogs.
For all the dogs.
Boo.
You ever been
Shut
someplace where somebody just started like getting hype like that? Because I don't have I'd be like, I would start laughing. Like, I'm gonna walk away.
It depends on what's going on, but I'd be like, all right. If I'm actually there,
You know he get hyped.
I'd be
I
like,
don't know why you
get him, nigga. Get him, nigga.
Yeah, but first of all, there was 2 women.
No, there was more than 2. You heard how much chatter
there was
happened?
more than
I
2.
thought it was they were on.
There
like
were
a-
just
There was two right there.
visible
Oh, okay.
in the
But he was but you gotta look at the whole crazy thing, right? The aesthetics is his back is against the wall and he's surrounded by women. And I'm like, God damn. But I agree and disagree at the same time. That's all I'll say.
I was gonna
I agree that a lot of times what he's saying is true, where men that grow up without a male figure, and not just a male figure, this is why I disagree, a proper male figure in the house. Because there's male figures in the house that's still emotional. And he's actually learning from that man. And maybe it might be true if you go down the line, but maybe it might not. I think that we got to this whole space over the last 8 years about emotional intelligence, not just because there was a lack of emotional regulation, but there was no real correlation where it was coming from. Because I think what happens with men is when men get frustrated and they've been tolerating a lot, that's when they get very emotional and explosive. Now the other flip side, like when he was saying that they have zero tolerance for anything. So even if you get your shoe stepped on, now you're trying to fight. I think that, again, like he has points that I agree with, points that I disagree with, because I don't think that it's solely just having a male figure, because I do believe in the village around you does play a part. So if his grandfather did have enough impact on him, the thing is he didn't want to listen to his grandfather and father enough, right? For whatever reason. But if you do have that male figure that you actually value, who can, give you some good core values and ethics, then, you'll be all right. You can find your way to navigate. You still might bump your head a couple of times, but it won't be as explosive. That's just my opinion. So I agree and disagree at the same time. A little bit of both.
I mean, I'm not a man. I didn't grow up without my dad, so I don't really I don't feel like I can give any value to this. I think that they're proud in a sense that they were left holding the bag. And they were the ones that had to step up and do X, Y, and Z. So yeah, that is actually something to be proud of. Because you can say, I raised my child, I did the absolute best I can. They graduated from school, they didn't get into trouble. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think
If
it's
If they didn't get into trouble.
if they graduated school too.
But that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, if there's something to be proud of, yes, I think that is okay for a
Some people are
mom
just
to be.
proud that your child is still alive.
And it's actually packaged in a way that says it's a single mother's fault when apparently they're lacking. So what makes sense, the logical thing, is that it's the absentee's father's fault, right? If we look at this using the exact same logic that you just put out, the information that is being spread is that it's the single mothers who raise these delinquent kids, these kids that are going to jail and who don't do well in life, X, Y, and Z. Okay, that's a symptom. You can't look at a symptom. You have to look at the ailment and what the diagnosis is of that ailment. And that ailment and the diagnosis is that there's an absentee father.
Yeah, but then on the flip, and you challenge it with the same numbers and the same stats with a single father, and the correlation is completely different, or the outcome is completely different when you compare them. So if I have a single father and it's like, okay, a single mother is 70% of the men in jail or whatever that stat is that he said.
He said 80. I don't know what the number
80.
is.
He did say 80.
I don't know the number.
Let's just say based on his stat, quote, 80% of them come from a single household with a mother. But then on the flip side, with the single household of a father, it's extremely less. So we can see what the actual problem is. But I mean, I can always agree, because I don't think that boys need to be around or heavily influenced by women as kids. But what I'm saying is the comparison that we're saying is that a boy, essentially, we're not arguing that a father needs to be present. Well, a suitable father needs to be present. That's not the argument here. The argument here is that some women are choosing to not have a father present or have a father figure present for that boy, specifically speaking, and then having pride of actually raising this boy without that person not knowing or believing that he's not going to be affected by not having that father around. And the actual stats are showing that a woman in most case basis cannot raise a good civilian boy. So That's the real thing. I mean, I could pull up so many different things. And then we talk about, all right, well, the chicken or the egg, who came first? Did black men abandon the black women and leave them for food? Or did black women bite the bait and take the money to kick the black man out of the household? Okay, so we can go back and forth because in different periods of times, they both happened, right? But that's not the point here. The point here is that the actual...
But I think it is the point because he's talking about information.
I also have friends right now. I could call them. They could come here and tell you the truth on how. Matter of fact, I got so excited when I was doing auditions for a show, and I had 3 men come on this, and I didn't know them or I didn't know their history. I had 3 men come on the show and explain how they won custody of their child and how they had to fight for custody of that child. First of all, so when we're talking about men leaving out of a child's life, I do think that is a thing. But we completely disregard how hard it is for some of these men to even be a father because of the mother. So you're telling me that when historically, the men that go to war, they take the women once they win the war. Well, what do you think happened with the government? They won the war. They took the women, right, in numerous different ways. And then they left the black man outside. And then the black man is now being ridiculed for all the systematic oppression and the dumbass psychological ways of thinking, of treating their family. And we are byproducts of what a woman has chose against us. And it's been, again, because at some point in time, I don't believe that you can say, all right, this happened to me 50 years ago or happened to somebody in my family, my ancestors 50 years ago, and use that as an excuse. So at some point in time, yes, men now got to say, you know what? I know better. I know what they did, but I can't do it. I can't be what they were. So I do, again, it's been wrong here and wrong here, wrong here and wrong here. Wrong here and wrong here. A lot of my friends that didn't have fathers growing up are great fathers today. And that's a fact. And it's not that we learned how to be fathers by another role model. We learned how to be fathers by looking and saying, yo, you know what? I know why I was explosive. I know why I was a dangerous individual. You sit here and make a man only accountable for having to have the awareness to say, no. You're sitting here. Well, no, she can be cropped out. I don't need her in my frame. I'll crop it.
I saw what you did.
Yeah, I'll crop it.
I saw what you did.
Like you're sitting here having
I'm
men.
talking in Rome.
You're sitting here having men be accountable for having sex with women unprotected and busting a nut in them knowing that they could potentially get them pregnant, in which I do agree. But you're not going to sit here and take the accountability away from a woman who actually literally holds more power than a man when it comes to 1, getting pregnant, and 2, coming to term with the actual baby. Alan, you're talking about a time frame where bitches was fucking niggas in the same city. Bitches is fucking niggas from all the way over there. Nobody can check. Who's gonna check somebody from fucking Los Angeles?
That community is gone.
The world is bigger now. You can't. Before, I knew somebody who knew you. Now, I don't know anybody that knows you. Like, you met this person and this person met in Miami on vacation during spring break. They just so happened to keep in contact, and now they're having sex, casual sex, after spring break. Whoa. However, one person one person, I'm just saying the hypothetical.
I know.
One person is in Maryland, one person is in New Jersey. It's only a 3-hour drive. So, but what I'm saying is, it's not the same. There's no community there to check him.
No.
Who's gonna check him? He's all the way 3 hours away. Not saying Amanda, but Amanda's family's about to all drive down, and all of Brooklyn's gonna drive down to Maryland to check this nigga to make sure.
Yeah.
We are.
That's not happening.
We are.
You don't. First of all, rule number 1: you never take your city and go to another hood. You don't make it back out. Like that's not happening, bro. It's not realistic. If you want to go back to that way, turn off Instagram, stop flights, and stop travel. Everybody will be able to know everybody in a good circumference, and then guess what? Everybody can hold each other accountable. But if I don't know anything about your history, your family, your relations, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that.
Can I offer just a very easy solution to this? I know
Don't
you
fuck.
want to try to stir some shit up, Alan. No. I think the solution is that
Condom.
women, part of that. I think that women really should move about the world only thinking of themselves when it comes to dealing with men. Because if something happens and, you're pregnant or, you're the one who has to take care of the child. So I think that women probably need to just stop dealing with dudes like that, period. Do not deal with somebody who is not caring about you, who's not going to be involved. Because if they care about you, they're going to care about their child. You know what I mean? So just don't even associate yourself with people like that. And if you are not a good judge of character, just leave them all alone.
Become a
Just
lesbian.
be a lesbian. Shit. Just leave them all alone.
Can't get pregnant there.
Work on your craft. Work on your business. Work on yourself. Just leave them all alone because right now we're at a point where there's no shame. Ain't nobody shaming you. Ain't nobody sending you to go live with your auntie while you had a baby and be hidden away. That doesn't exist anymore. But I just think that if we really care as a community about creating and perpetuating broken families, the men aren't taking charge of being a leader in that regard. So the women have to. So the women need to step up and just be like, I'm not doing it. I'm not messing with these niggas. I'm not having sex with these niggas. And in some countries are calling it, I think, the 4B movement or something like that. It's a big, it's actually a really big deal in Asia right now. I think it's called 4B. They're just not dealing with men because they don't want to end up in those particular situations. And then there's some variations of it. I think there's 6B or something like that. But it's like a really big growing movement among women. And I think it started in Asia. Ohio, they're trying the same foolishness that they're pulling, I think, in Texas with, I guess, women being fined or whatever for trying to get an abortion. If you skeet in a woman in Ohio, and I think you're not married or something or other,
You don't want to have the baby.
or you don't want to have the child, then you get fined, I think, $10,000. I don't know. Can you post on the
There is a fine of up to 10,000.
But yeah, I think
And it could be us.
I'm not against it, to be honest.
I just think that if a woman doesn't want to have a baby with a man, then she should close her legs. And if a woman doesn't know a man, then she should close her legs. It's on her because I can't fuck her unless she allows me. And depending on how I decide to fuck her with or without a condom is really her discretion. So if she consents for this, right, it is not on me. Now, I do agree that you shouldn't be a lot more, cautious, or just more so conscious about what you're gonna do. I wasn't looking for the word conscious. You should be a lot more you know what I'm saying? But yes, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's sexual liberation happening at an all-time high, and you telling me it's my child, but I know 5 niggas that you fucked. So now I gotta be responsible for a child that I don't know is mine. We talking about things pulling up about stupid ass Ohio and the ace metaphors that it raised. Well, let's pull up some other shit where they're talking about having to have an actual DNA test be mandatory after birth.
It should have been done that.
But why is that happening? It's not happening because the girls are so great and innocent and angelic and they're only having sex with one man at a time. It's happening because these women are out here having frivolous sex with multiple men and they don't know who's the actual father. So until they can correct their decisions, you can't just say if you have a baby, be a husband. The baby's not even his.
So it's
Allegedly.
guys, it's a woman's fault.
It's been a woman's fault because they hoes. They're
It's a
fucking
woman's
hoes.
It's a woman's
I'm
fault.
not saying a word.
And men have no accountability when it comes to creating a
It's
child.
it's 70-30. Alan, I have also 9 pregnancies. One that came to term. So you want to talk about me in all in all aspects.
Wait, is that the truth?
That is truth. I'm 9 for 10. I've been saying that. I said it here years ago. I'll say it again. I am 9 for fucking 10.
That was lost in the footage, and you said that
No,
again?
it was never lost in the footage. But I am 9 for 10. So, yeah, like I'm not, see, the thing is this. We're not living in fairy tale. We're not living in a fairy tale bullshit land no more. We're living in the reality. You want to talk about what is the real? This is the real. I'm going to tell them if a broad is fucking you on the first day without a condom, don't trust her. That's what I'm going to tell you. And guess what? If a lot of women are doing it, then you need to understand that a lot of women ain't shit. So if you get her pregnant, you got to understand what comes with that. Most likely that kid is not going to be yours. Secondly, what's going to happen is you have to go through a whole different process of being a father and co-parent with the girl that you know is a hoe, which is nuts. More women are hoes now than ever before. And you want niggas to stop fucking? You want niggas to be celibate?
Baby.
Like, this is nuts to me, bro.
But are we hold on. 2 butts in the conversation. Are we back
No,
to saying to saying that women are hoes
Yes.
for
Wait.
no, for sleeping with you on the first date? Because I thought we had now said that that's okay. If that's what you want to do, that's what you're going to do.
Without
if y'all
a
vibe or
condom.
whatever.
Without a condom.
Nigga, you a hoe too. You little dirty dick
so-
pass around
but,
nigga.
but niggas be hoes though. And we don't, see the thing is, we don't deny our wholeness. So y'all want to be a hoe with no consequence too. Listen, my consequence is I got to pay child support. And I might have to live with the fact that
wait. You see that? It ain't, oh, now I have to be a father. It ain't, oh, I gotta do pickup. Oh, I gotta clean diapers. Oh, I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. to feed a baby. It's, oh, I gotta pay child support.
Yes.
So who's parenting?
But that's my point.
Who's parenting?
But that's, okay.
So who's parenting?
The mom who chose, that's her consequence. You decided to have sex with a nigga who was not serious about you, and you don't want to reap what the fuck you sow.
You literally just
the
said
nigga
that.
don't care about you, and you let the nigga nut in you. You didn't take a plan B. You didn't try to eat, well, I don't know if you believe in abortion, but you didn't try to get an abortion if you
Why
do.
are you so excited?
Because I'm tired of the bullshit, bro. I'm tired of the bullshit. The bullshit is this. Do not open your fucking legs with a nigga that you don't know is about his shit and get mad when he shows you he ain't shit. It's you. You had the control. I don't get it.
Women, Rico just told y'all, leave all these males alone.
Until you know he's about something.
No.
Leave him alone.
No,
leave him
Rico
alone.
just
Leave him
told
alone.
y'all,
Leave him alone.
leave all
Leave him
these
alone.
males
That's not what I
alone.
told him, but
Get on
leave him
some
alone.
4B shit.
Yeah, get on
Get on
4B.
some 4B shit.
Get on 4B
Get
and
your
be
health
gone.
up, get your edges right, get your skin
Get on
clear,
4B and be gone. Like,
and get you a bear. Get you a
and
bear.
a rose.
Get you a bear.
A bear and a rose.
Which one?
A bear, because you know a bear
'Cause we're
versus
the
a
man.
man.
Oh.
And a rose.
He's saying it's not equal. He's saying the woman is a source of the consequence.
No, I'm saying that. No. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you're both wrong. I'll say it again because everybody here doesn't seem to understand. You are both fucking wrong. So since you're both wrong, don't do it. She's 19, she's a little girl. But let's say that same girl, hypothetically, if you could, is another version of her that's 29 and she wants to have sex and I find her very attractive. I'm gonna say no.
Hey, Harriet would have left a lot of niggas behind.
A nigga helped her. A nigga helped her.
Who? Who?
Your auntie, Annie, whatever the fuck.
Who?
Your Annie.
Who?
Your Annie. Annie's. All of them.
Helped her.
She was in Aquarius,
What man?
by the way.
I'm saying who?
What man helped her?
Who? Exactly. Thank you.
Harriet Tubman is an Aquarius. She's an exception to the rule.
But I thought a man helped her. Like,
I don't really agree that there's no responsibility because if I'm the older person, I'm supposed to have the discipline and the brain to know the consequences.
The older? You talking about the same shit?
Are we talking about 19 or are we talking about 20?
Or in general?
It don't even matter. I'm 45.
Any age, Romeo. You're not looking at a girl who's younger than you. Any age, she could be 44.
Nobody want to get nobody pregnant. Like that's a whole nother. That's so extreme. I feel like the pregnancy is the extreme. If we just, I'm sorry, it's extreme. Sex is beautiful. It's a great union, but like bringing a baby into this, like, Can we just take the baby out of it and just have a good time?
But that's the problem. I think that's the point that he's making.
He talking about going in them raw and then leaving them baby and then take your little 10,000 and I'm out.
You're right.
I'm not talking about that.
You're right.
I never said that.
So I'm saying be responsible. I don't even know what to do. Like,
so who's supposed to be responsible? You or her?
Me
or her?
How about the both of them?
Age? Are you asking me at my age?
You're both the same age. I'm not telling you you're older, you're younger. You're the same age, and pick any year of your life.
Bet. So I have these conversations though.
Okay. So who's supposed to be, I didn't say who is supposed to be more responsible when it comes down to consensual sex? You, the man, or the woman?
More responsible. I think it's 50-50. I'm sorry.
Why would anything have to be more responsible?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, why is only a man coming to the table with a fucking condom if we're both supposed to be equally responsible?
Because she's on birth control. That's
But if
why.
she's not, we're talking about having the potentiality of a baby. So you're talking to me about a man and a woman need to be equally responsible, right?
Yeah, but Rico, I feel like you always have this argument, and it's just not always that realistic that women are coming with female condoms to have sex. Can you sit down and relax?
Women are not supposed to have any accountability for sex. That's exactly what the fuck I am
what
hearing.
I'm saying. If you are sexually active, there is a chance that you are on birth control or or you have some kind of contraceptive. But you're always talking about the man is always showing up with the condoms and not the female. Most females,
women keep condoms. Hey.
My point is this. You handing a condom to a man is still putting the responsibility in a fucking man's hands. So now, when you say that a man and a woman is supposed to be equally responsible, that means I need to take the same precautions as her, and that's what should be the situation.
So,
however,
she's
that
on
is
birth control.
No, we're not talking about birth control. You know, it's supply and demand. Women aren't looking to protect themselves.
but I don't see. But
It's not as
you guys
why?
are being
'Cause it's supply
technical
and
now.
demand.
I'm not saying anything.
Women do not care to protect
The
themselves.
argument
This is the fact.
is technical now because a woman coming to you with a condom, a male condom, how is that not her being responsible?
You're putting
She
the
is making sure it doesn't matter. Somebody has to put the fucking condom on.
You're putting the responsibility, I'll say this again for you, you're putting the responsibility back into the man's hands. Because if this man decides to say, okay, I'll put it on and toss it to the side, right? Now you're back into the same position in which we are talking about. So if
you're not, because if
she
hands you a condom, she is taking the responsibility and saying, here, I'm protecting myself.
She's giving you the responsibility. She didn't take the responsibility.
But then you're not the one being responsible at all because I gave you the responsibility.
We are, okay, so let me say this again. If a man is supposed to protect himself with a condom, then a woman needs to protect herself with a condom.
Actually, I understand. I'm not understanding your argument. Okay, I just don't agree. So we could just stop.
Of course not, because you don't want to take accountability.
That's not what the fuck I'm saying. Because you're only talking about female accountability, and I feel like the conversation started with trying to hold the man accountable. And since we're not talking about that, can we move on?
Men, carry condoms. Carry condoms and be responsible. That is it.
Thank you.
Don't you think that Obama spoke to LeBron as making LeBron the community?
What do you mean making?
Hey, LeBron. He didn't call him young guy. He didn't say little game.
If he's going by the theory that he's taking about, we have some more community, and you need strong black men to not really police, but to be a community.
Mm-hmm.
An older black man went to another leader and called him over. But that's the thing. I don't
think he was calling to check him.
That's the thing. What I think the difference is, I don't think he was calling to check him. I was thinking it almost looks like he was saying like,
what do you think about this?
Yeah, like, have you heard this before? Like, is this the way he speaks? Because, and then LeBron was like, even finished his sentence, like, oh, he says he's the truth, the whole truth. So LeBron was confirming that's him. Like, he was saying, like, that's who that kid is. That's how I took it. I didn't take it. I could see how you could take it as disrespectful, only because of just the lingo of stand down, right? But what if that's what the young niggas are saying? Stand down is like a new young term that we don't know about. And he just happens to say it. I don't know all the terms. He just happens to say it to Barack, but Barack is just on some cool shit.
So wait. I want to go on. I gotta get this on here. I gotta get this on here. So, and I agree with you.
I didn't see it.
I actually
saw a little bit of disrespect, but I didn't really see it as like a disrespectful, like, hey, so and so. They were at the White House, right?
No, I think they're just at a hotel.
If they were at a hotel and like,
honestly, I didn't necessarily see it as disrespect. I saw really when I Googled it and found out what it was, I was like, oh, he's hype, like he's literally engaging him to say something.
Yeah.
Like he's
antagonizing.
No, it's not antagonizing. Like he's the most charismatic person, likely the smartest person in the room. So he knows exactly who this guy is. He watches his game. All he's doing is setting him up to say something. Just like an interviewer, you set somebody up to answer a question in a particular way. If they're not smart enough, they gonna go to they're literally gonna respond just like he did. If you're not smart enough to like make a split-second decision and digest the information and react appropriately, you're gonna react like he did. He knows exactly who that young kid is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to coattail off of that, him calling LeBron, so you have to go through Barack's staff and what he's producing, his editors. Then you got to go through LeBron's people.
Exactly.
And say, look, if LeBron said, yo, I don't even want that to come out. So you got to go through 2 layers of like security.
They did.
That shit was set up. Now, I'm not saying set up is like, yo, you say this, you say that.
Yeah, we agree.
But I'm saying nobody, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, all right, well, if he really didn't want this to come out, then he wouldn't have let it come out. That's how I took it.
So it's like Hooper's talking shit. That's literally what I figured it was.
And I agree wholeheartedly. But if I look at it from the approach, right? And I say, okay, cool. I understand that, whatever. It's television. It's entertainment. That's all it is. But now if we look at the entertainment and obviously, look at it from both sides, there's a situation that people want to not take into consideration when it's about respect levels, right? How he approached LeBron was entirely different on how he approached Ant-Man.
He doesn't know him.
But my thing is,
he knows LeBron.
My thing is, well, he knows who he is. But
who he is and knows him is different.
But what
knows him. LeBron be probably shooting hoops with this nigga.
But even if I don't know you, but I know of you and I know of some of your success, I'm still not gonna belittle you or belittle your success to you unless if I'm trying to. And I'm trying to create a difference. So when he says, yo, LeBron, this guy, da-da-da-da. But when he was talking about Ant-Man, he said, this young guy, he got a little bit of game or he could play a little bit, huh? So, and you see how he took it because when he told him to say the full context, he said that I was just okay. And I told him, no, I'm the truth. Right? So you already understand that he took it as you trying to downplay my game. You're trying to downplay my skills and ability, in which that man, I'm going to assume because he's in the NBA and he's one of the top players in the NBA, puts a lot of fucking work, blood, sweat, and tears into his craft. So to anybody who takes their craft serious is not going to allow somebody to downplay their game.
I think the young guy just wasn't smart enough to know what was going on.
Ain't nothing going to happen to him.
No, I think
nothing's going to happen to him.
I think Barack Obama,
nothing's going to happen to him.
Again, he was setting up a situation, and he's not smart enough and old enough and wise enough to know what was going on. You see, the other was that Embiid, the tall one, right?
Joel Embiid.
He saw what was going on. He saw what was going on. This guy, Anthony,
because he was also using him as leverage.
He's young. He's new to the league. He's still learning. He lacks wisdom. I just think that he just didn't recognize the setup of what was going on.
I think he recognized
he was the only one that was kind of like excited.
He wasn't excited.
He was excited.
He was not excited.
His response was excited.
He's like, you better stand down.
Determine if some people can make it or not. It's whether you can cook. If you know how to cook, that means you know how to save some money. That means you know how to plan a meal. You know how to make it stretch. You know how to get your proteins when they on sale. You know how to buy your produce when it's on sale and how to freeze it and how much to keep and how much not to cook and just all of the things that have to do with cooking and feeding yourself and your family. I'm telling y'all, that is going to be one skill that's going to break a lot of people. Do you know how to clean your own house?
Yeah.
Do you know how to wash your own animal? Do you know how to do your own nails? Can you bleach your own hair? Can you cut your own hair? So shout out to the people in this thread. So, did they all agree with me?
Look at that. You didn't even
Wow.
like
What
these
is Too
comments.
Smooth laughing at? What's funny?
Actually, I don't know. What the fuck is funny? I'm gonna shout. All right, I'm gonna shout out justcall.me.chris. She says she ain't miss a beat. If your man giving 80%, that's not the part on this.
She wasn't paying attention.
That's who you wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so all right. Sorry. you can
That's
cut
why
that.
she was asking.
It said, me and my boyfriend watched this podcast last night, and everything Aaron was saying, I was literally relating to. I appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of people don't be agreeing with me. They don't like the shit I be saying. But I stand by it. I really do stand by it. Like, y'all, I paid $6.50 for eggs
That's it?
2 days ago.
How much you got?
I was about to say, excuse me,
For a 12 pack.
you complaining about that?
First of all, it was Aldi on Instacart.
I went to
So,
Aldi last night.
Um,
There was nothing.
I bought a chicken.
Nothing.
But
There was nothing in Target.
I just want to say that this morning, my husband boiled 5 eggs and didn't even eat them all. I was like, you know what? I really only bought them eggs because you wanted them. I say, but it ain't gonna be a whole bunch of that. I'm sorry. He said, when you think about it, it's only 50 cents an egg. I was like, yeah, but it used to be 2 cents an egg. I said, I can't. I said, would you pay $300 for a petite filet at Ruth's Chris? He was like, no. I said, same thing. Exact same thing. You know, child, these groceries is high. If you're not are y'all strategizing yet with groceries?
My strategy when I go in, I don't bring no bag, and if I can fit it in my hands, that's how I leave. That's how I shop. If I can't fit in,
I actually bring one bag typically.
I don't do all that. If I can't,
I actually go with a lot of bags.
That's my budget.
I just try to do one bag.
I go with like 4 bags.
Child.
How much you spend?
$40.
I know my shit be sounding
No, it's
asinine,
not 40.
but I know stuff.
Butter
I got
is
to 45. I know what I'm doing.
$4+
You don't go in there with bags. You get what you need. You get your bread, stuff that with a handle, some chips, things that you need, bags, and you leave.
I know, but the food is gonna honestly, like a lot of times we would end up wasting food.
Not never.
Well, not we. I'm just gonna say the other person in my house was wasting food. Like stuff would go bad, and like now that he understands how much stuff costs, he be like, "Oh, we gotta eat that." I'm like, "Yeah, we do," and that was the case a year ago.
First of all, I don't even buy the groceries in my house, and I be telling my mom that all the time. Like, why you don't look at stuff?
No, we not wasting, child. These groceries is
I literally
astronomical.
paid
They
$5.
as high as giraffe pussy, y'all. They is so high. I ain't never paid so much money for.
I paid $5.
$2 for an avocado.
I paid $5 for a 6-pack of eggs.
You know what I stopped
today,
doing?
this morning.
I stopped eating eggs.
It's hard
actually
to stop eating eggs.
So
It's
not
not.
$6.50.
No, it's not.
I eat a lot of eggs. I eat a lot of beans because these are just like my favorite foods. Like
and
it's
beans.
hard
Better
to
find
not
another
eat 'em.
favorite. Get
Gassy.
some cereal and some milk. Call it a day.
But you know what? My charging is free. So I just kind of, in my mind, I'd be like, okay, well, can we, one quick thing, and nobody mentioned it, I don't think, but shout out to Biggie's family since Miss Wallace died.
She did today, yeah.
She was 78 years old. They said natural causes, but she was in hospice. So I'm not really sure how that works. But one thing I did learn about what she had done with Biggie's estate was that I guess when he died at the time of death, it was worth $10 million. And to date, it's worth $160 million. So I think that's pretty dope when it comes to like really nurturing what you have and growing it and having something to pass down, which is what I imagine we all, aspire to do with what we have. So just shout out to Miss Wallace, his family, and her legacy, and Biggie's legacy, and their kids and grandkids.
Shout out! I was about to say shout out Brooklyn.
It's definitely
Happy,
a Brooklyn.
Happy
yeah.
Black History Month.
Exactly. So, Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate it. We love the love and the hate. We really appreciate the texts and not texts, but like the messages y'all send us about stuff y'all want us to talk about. So continue to do that. It really does spark conversations that we may not have had. So,
Can we get a man to ask, write in to ask Amanda?
oh yeah,
We would like a male perspective, so
I agree.
Rico and I don't sit up here and look crazy and call women hoes, and we can get like a Merlot, so we can get a Merlot point of view. Just a different perspective because
Love that.
I agree.
we would love to, or how about this, or have a man write to me or Rico, and we will say it, and
You
they
be
can
getting
call us
stuff.
hoes.
You be reading some prompts?
Yeah, but it's not Ask Amanda. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, just to offer an alternative perspective. Men, please write in, not complaining about the women, because then me and Rico got to read it, and then gonna call your girlfriend or somebody a hoe. We don't want to do that. So just ask us honest questions, please. And this has been a great episode, and thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, and follow. And until next time.
Bye, guys.
Stay black.